So I'm doing this for some accountability purposes. I was exposed to an idea a month or so ago. Saw and started doing some reading, and the suggestion was to do a 100-hour fast. And so, on a whim, I just happened to be at the end of a day or whatever, and I just started doing that. When I looked at it, when I looked back at it, I realized it was 4 days and 4 hours. I don't know what the significance of that is, but it is what it is. So I'm wanting to amp that up and do 5 days and 5 hours this time. So it's going to start at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So that means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 6 p.m. That'll be my cutoff, which is fine because my wife wants to have pizza every Friday night for our family, so that may be my cheat as well. I do cheat during the actual fast because y'all know I like my monsters, so I have to have a little bit of that. I normally do coffee as well, but I probably won't do that this week. So I have that. This is all based on the premise that business-wise, I have some goals that I want to hit. I'm not a huge Tony Robbins fan, but he's got a couple concepts that I've liked over the years. And one has to do with using the physical to accomplish mental or business goals, things like that. If you're struggling in that area, do something physical that you can actually measure. So he'll work on his mile, his running time, try and get his one, to get his mile time down or something like that. And then that discipline that we need, just that little tweak of discipline to reestablish a new habit or get back into the normal habits that we were supposed to be in, it transfers over. So the idea is, I was taught with, and I've gotten away from this as well, but I've taught as far as, when you set goals, your categories should be a brain goal, a body goal, a behavior goal, and then a business goal. And I'd look at it as like a pyramid type thing, maybe inverted, but you start with your brain because you've got to have your mind right. And that's what you put into it, and that's what you're feeding and all those things. And you can have 2 or 3, within there. And then your body is next. That's why I'm doing this, because that's the instrument we use. That's literally the pen to the paper, if you want to look at it that way. You've got to take care of your body. I'm failing in that as of late, so I'm looking at this as a supercharge to get back into the aspect that I need to for good health. That's going to transfer into behaviors. The behaviors to get the health that I want to comes from the mindset. These all 3 kind of work in together. Got to change the behaviors. That's going to be the disciplines to create the habits. That's where that comes from. And then that will keel over into the business side of things and producing the activities that I need for me to do the kind of volume that I want to do. It's been a long time since I've been, full-time on the phones and done AP anything worth talking about. So we'll see how that all works out. But this is just done from my standpoint, just for public accountability. If you want to ride along. It's probably more difficult for the average person because I'm a little bit more carnivore on my diet normally. Now, I am not strict on it, obviously. You can look at me and tell that. But when I have been, my body has felt better, my mind works better, all those things. So this is going to kind of be a lead off into that. I still am not big on carbs. I don't do a whole lot of high-end sugar stuff anyway, so it's a little easier for me just to pick up and go into a fast like this than probably a normal person that would just start fasting, and then you're going to go through sugar withdrawals and go nuts and drive your family bazoinkos as well. So but if you want to join me, I would definitely like the company along the way, or just the encouragement along the way as well. So this starts today. It's going to be every 25 hours to make sure that I'm staying accountable. I'll try to stop whatever I'm doing, do a quick little video and let you know what things are going on and how I'm feeling and all those good things. As long as I have water and monsters, I think I can survive about anything. I'll probably survive the apocalypse with that. So